Hello, this is Adam with DreamMade Productions. This video is made possible by the very kind donations of viewers like you. Thank you. If you are in a position to help this channel improve quality and grow, please visit my Patreon page at www.patreon.com/DreamMadeProductions, linked below.
It is the 31st century, and mankind is once again at war. The battlefields of the future are dominated by huge robotic war machines known as battlemechs.
Hello! Back again to open some more BattleTech Mercenaries Kickstarter goodies. This time it's going to be all vehicles. First up, we have the Assault and Cavalry Lances. Now, this box, fortunately, was the only damage that I had in my shipping. This was kind of like smashed down some. You can see here where there's a little damage here, a little damage there, a little damage there. Like, it's not bad. It was just, sad to see it get a little dinged up, but whatever, it's not ripped in half and the minis aren't crushed or anything like that. So one box getting a little dinged up out of all this stuff and how shipping is handled these days, I think I ended up pretty good. Let's cut this bad boy open and see what we got inside. Oh. First thing we got are the Alpha Strike cards and those new Battlefield support cards. Like I said, gonna have to review that and give a game a try with these Battlefield support cards. And Alpha Strike I'll get to at some point. Pull out the minis here. Oh, looking good. So inside we have Demolishers. Let's pull that bad boy out here. Oh, dual AC-20s. One of these things in a city is a nightmare. I cannot tell you how many times playing tanks that you sweated it out when one of these things is sitting, somewhere and you can't get line of sight on it unless you're, within at least medium range of the thing, usually within short range, it seems like. This thing is just, it can just flatten your day real quick. Cool. Putting one or two of these things with LRM carriers, mean combination. It's a good babysitter. Next up, we have one of my favorite vehicles, the Shrike PPC carrier. 3 PPCs every round. Sort of what the awesome wishes it could be. The awesome, unless you're standing still in level 1 water, you got to kind of, juggle 2 shots, then 3, then another 2, then 3, then maybe another 3, then 2. This thing, you just park and just let those 3 PPCs downrange do its work. It is devastating. It is not, and it doesn't really lose that much mobility compared to an awesome. It can't take anywhere near as much a beating. You're gonna lose it if something gets up on it, or you start getting those mobility kills. But man, if this thing can just park somewhere and just get a couple rounds of just shooting, it's gonna turn the tide of battle really fast. Looks like we have 2 Pegasus hovercraft. This thing I remember from one of the MechWarrior games. I want to say MechWarrior 3. I want to say MechWarrior 3 with this thing hovering around, shooting you with SRMs, and you saw them and you're like, And you know, you were glad you had AMS when a bunch of these things were riding around giving you grief. I haven't played them on the tabletop too much, but I'm looking forward to having them now. And it's cool that even the little missile turret turns. That's awesome. Next up, we have the Condor. Haven't played the Condor maybe once or something. Can't say much about it. Haven't played it very much. Its turret turns, and I like these. These turrets aren't popping off like the last ones, where I dropped all those on the floor in the last video. I was on my hands and knees for an hour looking for all those damn turrets where they went under a bookcase and went under a desk and under the table and just, yeah, I'm sure this would pop off if I dropped it, but I'm going to be much more careful. I learned my lesson thinking I had lost one of those turrets and it finally showed up. Cool, cool. Looking forward to having more vehicles to play with. Next up, I have the Rifle and Command Lances. Looking forward to breaking this thing open. My knife disappeared. There it is. So let's take a look at the Rifle and Command Lances. Gonna cooperate with me? There we go. Break that seal. Oh, there we go. Got the Battlefield support and the Alpha Strike cards. Oh, pull this thing out. Careful, careful. All right. First up, we have some Bulldogs. Now, I've played a couple of Bulldogs before. This I definitely remember. This is probably, if it's not the first enemy you ever encounter in the MechWarrior 3 game, it is among the first. I remember these things rolling around and generally making an ass of themselves. Oh, that thing is cool. I have some 3D printed Bulldogs. They are in a video. Ooh, yeah, it pops off. Oh well. Just have to be careful with it. At least it's big and easier to find. Be careful with any of those, like the little J. Edgar ones. That was the one that took me almost an hour to find. So that's cool. Let's take a look at the Hetzer wheeled assault gun. If it'll come out for me. There we go. Yeah, yeah. An AC-20 on wheels, man. Not as good as a Demolisher. Actually, if I'm going to go this route, it's going to be one of those rare times I choose a hover option over another option. The wheels are okay, but the Saladin is a good one where you have an AC-20 to just roll around and cause chaos. This one's good too. Park it in a city and you know, wait for somebody to come down that freeway or something and light them up. I think I've played one of these twice and it did okay. I think I have more luck with the Saladin. Either drawing fire away because they're afraid of that hover tank coming up with its AC-20, whereas this thing, I don't know, I just haven't had as much luck with it. Next up, we have the Von Luckner. Another classic one. I remember this from, I think, the 3025 Tech Manual. I don't remember if I've played this thing or not. Probably, but it's been a long time if I had. I think I played this and found that I like the Manticore better, I think is how that worked. I don't remember. Anyway, the miniature looks cool. It's got that cool turret twisting action there. Oh, it looks badass. Finally, let's look at this, and I'm probably going to mispronounce this, so please forgive me. The Sturm Fur heavy tank. Anyway, I can barely pronounce English words, let alone, I guess that's German. Anyway, can't say I've ever played one of these, or if I have, it's been so long I've forgotten. I'm definitely going to have to put one of these things down and ask people on the other side of my family that can speak German how the hell you are supposed to pronounce this. But the model looks cool, and it is always nice to have more tank action. Looking forward to this. Carefully put this aside. Don't want a repeat of last time. All right, and then probably the one that I was most excited for, the Recon and Hunter Lances. Now, I'll give you one guess while I was so excited for this thing. Let's open her up here, take a look. Oh, there we go. And that's the reason, the Warrior Attack Helicopter. VTOLs add so much to the game. I loved playing VTOLs. I had at one time one of the Kenner Megaforce little helicopters that I used as a VTOL, and I don't know whatever happened to it, but I played it a lot whenever people would let me. The Behemoth is also an awesome tank. Let's pull this thing out and take a look. First up, we have the Skulker wheeled recon vehicle. Cool with its little radar dish here. I think it's got like a medium laser or something on it, I don't remember. It's one of the ones that you use, you know, more as set dressing, or, you know, possibly you might buy one of these things that there's a bunch of roads on the map and you've got some LRM carriers and you're going to use it for spotting or something. It's one of those real specialty vehicles, like the Rotunda, the little secret agent car. Not something that you're going to play an awful lot, but still something fun to throw on the map and cool to have as a mini. Here is the Behemoth. Oh man. Just no good way to handle this thing. You got missiles, you got those big guns on it. This thing really reminds me of the, I guess it was a Behemoth tank from Command & Conquer. If I'm wrong, let me know, but this thing just, I mean, it has wing turrets on it, it's got missiles, it's got heavy auto cannons. It's just, man, this thing is like a mobile fortress. It is a beast, and I am looking forward to putting this thing back on the battlefield. Here we come to a tank that I actually like more than the Demolisher. This thing is great to put next to like a Shrek PPC carrier. This is the Ontis? Otis? I don't know. Ontis is what I'm going with. You know, you've got 8 medium lasers there to just ruin someone's day. You've got the LRM so that you can, you know, add a little bit of downrange firepower so that you're not just sitting there completely helpless if they're staying away from you, but just to turn this turret and just blast somebody with all of those medium lasers. If you've already opened up the armor with the Shrek PPC carrier or something else, or even LRM carriers, you know, and you can kind of punch through and hit with these medium lasers, yeah, this thing can ruin your day real quick. And it's got enough armor that, you know, you're gonna live long enough to seriously hurt somebody with one of these things. Oh, it's such a cool vehicle. Definitely in the running for one of my favorite BattleTech vehicles. And finally, easy access to VTOLs. This worries me. These blades are very thin. I can see these getting broken really easily. Does this thing come off its base? Yes, it does. I wonder if they're going to have the little sticks so that you can raise and lower this thing. Little clear adapters so it's not so low to the ground. But I'm looking forward to, hopefully they create a whole pack of nothing but VTOLs. I know, that would be like a really specialty product, but I'd love to have this thing, the Scout VTOL, the Karnoff for dropping off infantry. Oh man, just to have my little airplanes flying around again. These things are really cool. Real pain in the butt too. If you don't have something that can reach out and touch this thing, it's just going to zip around the map and shoot you in the back with an AC-2 over and over and over. Oh, it is so cool. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Let me know below what you think. Are you looking forward to the return of VTOLs to the game so that they're easy to have access to? What do you think of the tanks? Are you going to pick up any of these? And as always, I hope you enjoy the battle rups that are going to have VTOLs in them to come. Thanks again, guys. Quick note, inside the packaging for the VTOLs, it did come with the little sticks. So let's put this bad boy on there. Huh, how is this supposed to work? There's two male sides. Huh. Is this supposed to come out? No? Well, that might be a major oversight. There's, I can put this on the base, but there's no hole here. Oh, it does come out. Okay. Well, that's kind of retarded. Now you can very easily lose this thing. Yeah, no, the thing to do would have been to have a little hole there that this could slide up into. That's the way that I've seen like miniature airplane games do it, where they'll have just a universal base, and instead of this peg here, well, they'll still have a peg there, but it'll slide into the base, but there'll be a hole here that this is very thin that can sit on, so that it's all one piece. That's a little disappointing. Oh well, I'll have to figure something out so that these don't disappear, because I can see this thing getting lost really easy. A little bit disappointing, but at least these things are not so expensive where you have to buy them from Iron Winds, and you know, you get a lot of cool tanks with it. Anyway, thanks again guys. I'll see you in the next video. Hello, this is Adam with Dream Made Productions. Thank you for watching my content. It really means a lot that you have given me the chance to entertain you. If you would like to support the channel, please visit my Patreon at patreon.com/DreamMadeProductions, linked below. Also below is a link for PayPal, or links if you would like to send crypto, if that's more your thing. Please know any amount that you give will be cherished and used to upgrade equipment and improve the channel. You can also help the channel by subscribing, turning on notifications, liking, commenting, and sharing my channel with anyone you think might be interested. Thank you again for watching, and I hope you enjoy the battle reps that are to come.